welcoming Mike Byron onto stage. Thank you.
Thanks, very cool. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Okay, who found good value with Barry's techniques, and who found exceptional value? There we go, there we go. Thank you very much. Now, many years ago, there was a huge earthquake in Indonesia. Now, don't you like you weren't anywhere near there? But because time has been going on a little bit and we're feeding a lot of information into our heads, I'd just like everybody to get up, please, and simulate 8.5 on the Richter scale. All right, let's shake it off. Let's shake it off. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. So, feel good? Feel good? All right. If I can have the PowerPoint, please, guys. All right, so I'm going to take you through some of my experiences through connecting with customers. Is that good? And I'm going to actually touch base with, just to tell you a little bit about myself. Okay, with Astral Studios, I've been there for 25 years. I've been producing over 150 TV commercials. We've been doing a lot of television productions. We've been doing documentaries and a whole lot of other video products, business web videos for for YouTube. And I've really been involved with a lot of digital marketing strategy, and communication is really my field. So a few things there I'd like to share with you. So some of the brands that I've really worked with, some of the campaigns that I've been involved with, and I'd like to share with you some of those experiences that I've had with these brands. Is that good? Okay, so some of these brands you may recognize. Okay, one particular brand, that it's a UK brand, has been spreading it's an online booking, sports betting channel, and I've been working with them for about 15 years now. And every time we've been doing a different campaign throughout Africa, they've been able to increase the subscription base to the database by 5 times. Okay, so marketing strategy, just to shift things a little bit from sales into marketing. So we're going to do a little bit of marketing 101. Is that okay? Okay, so strategy. Increasing leads, getting more leads, and converting those leads into sales. That's what it's all about. So what is marketing really all about? Marketing is really the underlying exercise, all the things that you do before you really get to your sales, isn't it? So, everybody heard of Philip Kotler? Okay, so if you study marketing in universities, he's the textbook, he's the guy who provides all the textbooks. So all around the world, everybody is actually reading these books. And one thing that comes out from these books is the 4 P's of marketing. Anybody heard of those? What are those? All right, let me do this. So Barry's going to be impressed. I'm using the flip chart for the first time. Okay, so let's hear it. Price. Product. Product. Promotion. What's missing? Place. Thank you. Okay, very good. Those are the 4 P's. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want you to just draw this triangle for me. And imagine that I give you 100,000 Rand. Now, who of you own your own business? You could do with 100,000 Rand, I'm sure. Okay, those of you who want to get into your own business, you could probably use that as well. Okay, so in there, you have 3 areas where you can actually spend your money. You have production, you have marketing, and you have the process, which is all your administration. Production really is your product. Okay, now think carefully, those of you in your own business, how much of your energy, your money, your time you're actually spending in one of these areas, okay? So from 100,000 Rand, just split it up into a percentage and just write the percentage that you think you should be splitting that money into those 3 areas, okay? Only take a few seconds to do that. Are we all good with that? Okay, so what do we have? What do we have for production? 45%. This is the journal, this is the average that has been kind of researched. Okay, 45%. Processes, administration, are you more or less there? Everyone agree with that? So we say about 20% for marketing? No? Give me your figures. Okay. Most companies who operate on this kind of level are not really succeeding. Okay? So, let's see what a successful business model will look like. 25% for your product, 25% for your processing, and 50% for your marketing. Yes. So is marketing a good thing? Yeah. Okay, so there it is. Those are the two that you can actually compare. Okay, so let me take you through the differences between a production-based kind of approach and a marketing approach. Okay, so if you have a look over here, production capabilities. So those of you who have thought about the best product, this is going to make you a millionaire. What is the first thing you do? You want to actually get there, produce the product, and go with it. So you place a lot of effort here. Remember, your end result is the one you want to get to the customer. Okay. And then you actually go ahead and you manufacture the product and you spend a lot of time, energy, and money into this area. And then what happens is that your sales effort has to be very aggressive in order for you to actually get a profit out at the end of the day. You see that? Now, if we do the marketing approach, we first identify what your customer needs are. Then we find the potential market opportunities. You see where you start? Most people want to start with the product. You first start with your customer needs. Then you actually you do your marketing, right? And then you get to the customer. And that is a successful model. Okay. You want to go? You want to write this down? Okay. Give you a couple of minutes. Cool. What is this? Has anybody seen this? Anybody tell me what this is? Avatar. Okay, great. Who's seen Avatar? Who's seen Avatar twice? Who's seen Avatar 3 times? My goodness, 3 times or more. Okay. So it won 9 Academy Award nominations. Okay. The concept from James Cameron only came to him and he started developing the idea and he started writing the script in 1994. And he waited until 2005 until the technology was ready to execute his vision. Okay? So, just a little thing that just we'll be doing about your production, your marketing, just to show you an example of this. In this particular instance, the production cost was about $300 million. Okay, what did he spend on the marketing and promotion? $150 million. Okay? So, it was the first film to gross over more than $2 billion. In fact, his actual profit, true profit, was 1.2 something. Is that a lot of money? Do you see how the effort on the marketing actually does for you? So let's have a look at it over here. The process and production, $300 million US dollars, and marketing and promotion, $150 million US dollars, and a gross profit of $2 billion. Okay, so out of the 4 P's, we're going to choose one of those to quickly cover through today, and that is promotion. Okay, so what is included in promotion? What do we have in terms of promotion? What activities can we do to promote? Advertising? Personal selling. Yes. So connecting with our customers to buy now. What do we need? Advertising and another thing. Branding. Okay. Branding is very, very important. All right, so how can we connect with our customers? Now, I've got a few clues there from the box coming up. So can you help me there a little bit? Through promotion, what can we use?
TV.
Television. Okay, very good. Radio.
Color.
Color. Okay. Color. That's very good. Sorry? Seminars. Talks. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to put up a little list here for you. So, Barry's been really taking you through belly to belly, knee to knee, eye to eye, contact, and that's you really, really doing the sell right there and then, right? So, who's got at least R1 million to spend on TV advertising or radio advertising and quite close to that for outdoor advertising? And let me tell you, print media is also quite very expensive. All right, so what is left out of that for us to be able to use for a small business or a medium-sized business? Social media, very good. All right, so social media is now level the playing field for us to be able to advertise and market ourselves, correct? Okay, so what social media can we use other than YouTube? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Did I hear Instagram? Someone said Instagram. Pinterest. Google Plus. What about Google Plus? And Google itself. Okay, one of those media that I'm really going to focus on now is YouTube. Now, why is YouTube important? It's the second biggest search engine in the world after Google. All right, there are 2 million visitors, unique searches a day, each day in South Africa on YouTube. So would that be a good area to focus? Okay, so let's look at the elements of an effective video marketing strategy. So when we do videos, not all videos are for the same reason. So there are different purposes for having a video onto YouTube. Okay, so the idea is to create a video that takes your client, your connection, your customer into a particular area. And then slowly, you draw them in. Okay? You thought that maybe every video is there for a specific purpose, but it's not. Okay? So I'm going to take you through the steps. So in order to get your client from the bottom right to the top, you're taking me through step by step. It's like eating an elephant. How do you eat an elephant? Piece by piece. Okay, so first step, we'll have the wow video, a video that will attract people to come and see. All right? So these types of videos can be controversial, highly creative videos, how-to videos, and educational, informational videos. Okay, and the purpose is to attract. Once you've got them there, now this is like, throwing your net wide. Okay? Now, you don't even have to create this video. You can find a video like this. Okay, and that's what is called engagement capital. So once you've drawn in people from a video like this, what can you do? What can you ask them? There's a call to action. Well, you can ask them to see something else, which is the next video, right? You could ask them for the email address by offering them something else. Once you've got them there, now you can start creating a connection with them. Okay? So the next step which you can ask for is your branding video. These are your commercial type videos. These are not the videos necessarily that you're going to put onto television. It's going to cost you a lot of money, but you can put them up to YouTube. Okay? And that is all about your brand image, your identity, and the emotional connection. The most important thing here is that you create an emotional connection between your customer. And that's where you're actually going to be doing your actual sales on that emotion. Okay. So these are your commercial videos, and they're very short, in fact. Okay. So next type of video is your corporate video. Now, how many of you have thought that a corporate video is what you use to sell everything and to do everything with? Okay, well, it's not. Corporate video is purely there to create trust and validity. That's when you introduce your team, your technology, your efforts, all your awards, your technology that you're using there. It's just to create that trust, right? And then we've got the product video, and that's where we're going to take that product video from, and it's bringing us to the next step. Now we can actually compare features and benefits, go deeply into the product and inform and educate our clients about our product. Okay? Then step number 5 is testimonials. who better to talk about your product than your clients? If you can get your clients to say, wow, this has been the most fantastic experience, guess what? You're virtually there, you're virtually sold, hasn't it? So it makes it a lot easier for you. And then step number 5 is once you have sold, it's your after sales video. That's when you keep your customer. Now remember we discussed that keeping your customer, the existing customer, is a lot cheaper than trying to find a new one. So what will you do with it? Then you've got your actual product that you've sold. Now you can tell them how to maintain the product. Okay, you can demonstrate the assembly and tell them how to, keep it serviced. You can actually use that to upsell. And once you have them in that circle, you can reinforce brand advocacy, and then you can start doing referral marketing. So then you feed all of that back into the top. So you keep on refilling up your customers and then reselling new products, and then you've got a circle. Is that a good plan? Okay, so there it is. There's the actual 6-step strategy. So firstly, we attract attention with a why factor. Then we bring in a brand message, and that's where we have emotional connection. Corporate video, create the trust. Product video to inform and educate. Then we have a whole lot of testimonials that reinforce the buying decision. And then the referral and affiliate marketing to feed our clients back in again. All right, so can I show you one example of attracting attention? Now, this guy here started from nowhere, and he became a multimillionaire by video, by one idea that he actually put onto. Okay, how many of you play the lotto, and sometimes you want to think that you're going to hit it and you're going to become a millionaire? Well, this guy did it by one simple idea, by producing this video. And he was called into CNN and to Larry King Live, and he became famous. Would you like to have a look at the video? I'll explain for you later.
Will it blend? That is the question. I love my new iPad. It does a ton of cool things. But will it blend? That is the question. Doesn't quite fit in the jar, but I can take care of that.
No!
I knew I could get the iPad in a BlendTech Total Blender. I think I'll press the iBlend button. Woo! Oh, pad smoke. Don't breathe this. Ah, that was one tough pad.
Basically, a silly idea, a little bit cheesy, right? But it did the job. It did the job. Okay? He started by putting marbles and letting it blend. I mean, obviously, if the blender is very good and it's crushing metal and glass and all that, it must be very good. And that was his point there. Okay? Obviously, it's in a style that is more appealing to the American market. Perhaps in South Africa, we would have done it a little bit different. But the idea was great. And it really, I don't know how many views, probably 6 million views or something on YouTube. Okay. So I have a half-day workshop, which I'd like to just, if you don't mind, go through and just tell you what we'll be able to cover in that workshop. Okay. You think it's a good idea? Okay, so it'll be all about visual communication. And just like you saw the blender, there are a whole lot of other ideas that we can actually come up with that can actually help our business through visual media. Okay, so one thing we'll cover obviously is new technologies, new ideas, and new methods. Now, we can't really stick our heads into the sand just like the ostrich and all the social media is happening around us. You see how fast technology is moving ahead, okay? There's some amazing technology coming up. Has anybody heard of Google Glass?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to actually change the way we think, we work, and we do things. So we've got to prepare ourselves for it, okay? So I'll take you through that with the new methods and technologies. What about communicating to different generations? How would you like to send a fax to Generation Y? Any Generation Ys here? There are a few young people here. How would you like to send a fax? Will you be communicating with a fax? Okay, so different generation groups prefer certain media to communicate with. Okay, so if we know what those media is, and we know if this is your customer base that has got all those age groups, then you need to communicate with them with the channel that they prefer. Would you agree with that? Okay, what about color? Somebody mentioned color earlier. Okay, did you know that people choose, 84.7% of people choose a particular product because of its color? So we'll be doing a whole lot of color theory to understand color of your brand, the color of your product. Does it mean? What does it mean to your customer? Okay, then we're going to go into a whole lot of artistic design elements, fonts, infographics. Do any of you design your own stuff when you send out communication to your clients? So there's a whole lot of things to learn there from that, right? Okay, anybody heard of Aristotle? He was the greatest orator that the world has seen, okay? So we're going to take lessons from him that Steve Jobs is using and a lot of politicians are using to do the scripts in order to deliver their presentation. So will that be good? Okay, logo design, identity. What should your logo be looking like? Is it friendly? Is it dynamic? What kind of a shape is it? What does it mean? What is the identity? Is it unique? So we'll be discussing all of that. We'll be doing branding. Earlier we were discussing about it's not what you know. It's not who you know. It's who knows you. That's branding. Okay, branding is like a magnet. You lift your brand and customers come to you. Okay. So, and also we're going to be doing, remember we did the brain, the subconscious and the conscious mind, okay, which is top and bottom. I'm going to be doing the left to right, which is your logic brain and your creative brain. So we're going to do a whole lot of creative exercises in how we can actually bridge a logic side of the brain, the left side of the brain, to the right side of the brain and creativity and come up with new ideas and creative exercises to open up our minds to new creative ideas. Will that be good? Okay, video production. 90% of all internet traffic by the year 2015 will be video. Now, would it be a good idea to learn about video and video production and how that's going to affect you and your business? Okay. And then I have, lastly, the honey concept, which is a whole marketing strategy, which I call your beeline to the honey pot. Okay? Bees make honey, and honey is money, and that's what you want at the end of the day. All right. So that kind of concludes me to the end of this presentation. I'll let Barry take over from here. Thank you very much.
So folks, big hand. Hello, mate.